I want to talk about a horrible story that I just became aware of a young black woman named Romeca Meeks that was unalived by essentially a pygmy. And for the life of me, I don't understand why a woman would allow herself to get so mad and fight over a man to where she would unalive another woman in such a way. There's literally no reason for you to ever let yourself get to the point to where you are going to fight or you are going to unalive another woman off the strength of a man. Off the strength of a man, it doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, if you are fighting over a man and you unalive another woman, that man is going to watch you go to jail, and he's going to be with the next woman. You think that man is going to respect the fact that you unalive somebody for him? The majority of men don't have any type of loyalty at all, so I don't even understand what you think you're getting out of a man that you are fighting over. Because if you have to fight over him, I promise you he doesn't like you anyway. Because the man that really wanted to be with you, he would never even put you in a position to where you felt like you needed to fight. You needed to yell at. You needed to go at another woman on the strength of him. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, people just throwing their lives away. Now there's a young black woman that is no longer here, and then another black woman, children don't have their moms. The woman that was unalived, don't have their moms. The woman that was unalived, the woman that was unalived, her child is not going to have a mother. And then the woman that unalived her child is not going to have a mother, because she's going to be in jail for the rest of her life. Child is not going to have a mother because she's going to be in jail for the rest of her life, in prison, for the rest of her life. Like, at some point, like, I really feel like we as black women got to get it together. There are way too many black women, way too thirsty for black men, way too thirsty for a man in general. Like, having a man is not the end all and be all of life. Like, you are not going to pass away if you don't have a man. I'm so tired of seeing black women fight. And then it's like, I go look at the man that these women are fighting over, and he's a Pookie. Y'all over here getting prison sentences for Pookies? No good Pookies. That's probably cheating on everybody. That they got community pain. What in the world? And then this man is not making nobody a wife. You're fighting and unaliving another woman over a baby daddy. A man that hasn't even saw fit to even, not that it would be cool if you were married. It wouldn't be cool then either. It's just as stupid. But you're over here unaliving another woman over a baby daddy? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? I just can't even imagine. Like, I really want people to get some freaking self-control. You let yourself get that out of pocket. That's why not everybody deserves or needs to have weapons. For real. Like, because what would make you, first of all, you're not even supposed to have a weapon near a school. What are we talking about? Well, I guess depending on what state you're in, but it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know, very sad. You go unalive this woman at the school trying to get her child. Off the strength of a man. Yes, Romeca Meeks is the young lady that was unalived outside her son's school by her baby daddy's baby mama. And they said that the baby daddy had her in a headlock. And then that's when the other baby mama pew-pewed her in the face and other parts of the body. And I watched the video. There was a Hispanic man there very clearly saying that, hey, I saw you pew-pew her. You pew-pewed her. And he says the other guy had her in a headlock. So these are witnesses on the scene saying it. You know what I'm saying? And they look flabbergasted. The witnesses were trying to tell the police that they needed to get the girl, and she put the pew pew in the car. I just for the life of me, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. You're fighting over a Pookie. You're fighting over a baby daddy. So much so that you would actually put another woman in the dirt fighting over a man. Like, I mean, you know what I really think? I think that fighting over a man is like one of the lamest, most ignorant, most pathetic, most loserish, most pick-meest things you could ever do in this world. Fighting over a man? Really? Really? Corny. And then, like I said, it's not to say that if he was fine or whatever, that it would be okay. But when I go and get a good look at this man on his Facebook profile, it's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That desperate, that type of desperation. You know what I'm saying? And then, yes, and then it's like the girl is going to be behind bars for the rest of her life. So it's like you sitting there and you think whatever you think you doing, like that man is gonna be with the next woman. He probably with the next woman right now while you locked up back there. And if you think that that black man that thought so little of his other child's mother that he would hold her in a headlock while you unalived her, do you really think that he's gonna be faithful to you? And do you think that? Do you think that he's going to be faithful to you? Like, do you think that when you're locked up for all of these years in prison, that he's going to be just waiting on you? You're locked up for all of these years in prison, that he's going to be just waiting on you to come out? Like, I just don't understand it. And you know what? What I think that black men are experts at, black men are phenomenal at this. Black men are probably like the top of the top at doing this one thing, triangulation. They know how to triangulate women to pit one woman against another. Even though he don't really care about either of them, he's manipulating the both of them. Black men triangulate women every day, all day. That's what they do with other races of women against black women. Oh, they tell these other races of women, you know, that they're so much better than black women, and their hair is so great, and their breaks off of them, cheating on them, doing all type of crazy stuff, because it was never about that. It's about triangulating and being able to manipulate both parties. And it's actually ridiculous. And Jaded, use a lie. I blocked you. Actually ridiculous. And Jaded, use a lie. I blocked you on my other page, Jaden. Like, well, let me hold on. So Jaden, you want my attention, don't you? Jaden, let me tell you something. You look like a bottom of the barrel, dusty, pookie, bandit, bottom feeder that lives in some type of hole in the deepest parts of the ghetto. You don't even look like you brush your teeth. If you don't get out of my lives, like I don't even know why you're in here. You're definitely a triangulator, because that's the only way you could get any woman to give you time is to choose a woman with no self-esteem and try to pit her against another woman. Please get your goofy self out of here. Honestly, you look disgusting. Let me just block you. Hold on. Let me just block you right now. Goodbye. I don't like you, Jaden. I don't like you, but I'm gonna block you, okay? Goodbye. I blocked this man. Like, it's so, like, there are black men that don't like me, but they will follow me from page to page to page to try to talk to me. It's very weird. It's very, very, very strange. If you know you don't like me, or you know you don't like what I'm saying, I blocked you on my other page just today that I was on live on. Like, that's just crazy. Anyway, I'm not gonna let this man throw me off. So anyway, yes, I was talking about Romeca Meeks, and the fact that we as black women have got to do better. Like, you've got to stop letting black men triangulate you. You got to stop letting black men pit you against the next woman. You got to stop also thinking that you're better than the next woman. You're not. If he treated his baby mama, his first baby mama, bad, I can guarantee you, if you're the second baby mama, he gonna treat you bad too. It don't got nothing to do with what you look like. It don't got nothing to do with your hair. It don't got nothing to do with your personality. It don't got nothing to do with the way you put it on them. None of those things at all matters. And soon as women, the quicker women understand that, the better off they will be. Honestly and truly, the better off black women will be if they realize that. And fighting over a man is never the option. Ending another black woman's the option. Ending another black woman's life, ending a mother's life, robbing her child of being able to be with their mother for a man is even especially disgraceful because you fighting over the man. And especially disgraceful because you fighting over the man. And you finna get locked up. And that man finna pick up another 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 other women. He ain't waiting on you. I seen somebody say I seen somebody that made a video about this say, once the baby daddy gets back there in that interrogation room and they start talking to him, do you really think that he gonna say anything to defend you, or is he gonna be trying to save his own behind? Huh? The first thing that man gonna say is, hey, I didn't tell her to do that. I don't know what happened. I wasn't trying to do that. That was her. Like, I really just is mind-boggling to me. Hey sis, hey Miss Nay. How you doing, Nay?
Yes, I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. You have something to say, sis?
Girl, yes. Like everybody in my city been talking about this. Like it's just all over Facebook. And I just want to say that because I was on the cousin live and she was basically saying like the girl was literally like stalking, sitting there stalking. And she was in a car the whole time while she dropped her son off from school and they got into an altercation. And then she ended up, pew-pewing like the girl or whatever, the other child's mother. And then he was right there. It was because when I seen the video, it was some witnesses there and they was saying like, well, he had her in a headlock and she ended up pew-pewing her while he was having her in a headlock, which is both of they baby mamas or whatever. And I feel like it's just crazy that I just said this, like it's crazy how these females be girls, how they not girls, and I'm like it's just such a pick me behavior that the extreme they will go to unalive women just to be in a better position for a male, and it's like you think you doing something by unaliving or just going against your better judgment to like do that to a woman. At the end of the day, he gonna be in another woman's face anyway. He gonna be dealing with other women. Like you're not even the only woman that y'all even dealing with. And it's just sad.
I definitely agree with you. You guys, y'all said that the live is skipping. I think you guys just gotta keep tapping the screen because it could be like some like one of those weirdos that I had already blocked trying to like be funny with the live. So if y'all keep on like just tapping the screen, it should stop skipping. But yeah, like I really believe that the baby daddy, for sure had something to do with it, and he wanted her to do exactly what she did. That's the reason why he had her in a headlock. But I really wish that people would be smarter when it comes to self defense. There's no way in the world you're going to be able to justify deadly force when you were there, the baby daddy was there, she didn't have a weapon. There's no way you're going to be able to justify deadly force. Have a weapon. There's no way you're going to be able to justify deadly force. You're going to prison. And the baby daddy, if they can connect him anyway to like starting or setting anything up, he going to prison too. Period. And it's really just that simple. And for what? And honestly, I really do believe that like the collective of black men really don't have any type of forward thinking skills. Cause it's like, do you think about the future? Like, what if things don't work out? What am I gonna do? All I'm gonna do is be in prison for the rest of my life. Oh, I'm gonna make a long term decision because of a momentary feeling of whatever anger, whatever irritation. It just doesn't make any type of sense. The whole idea of not thinking clearly is so weird to me. Like I really don't understand it at all. It's literally insane. Like, and I think that's a big thing with like when we talk about like crime that's in the black community, which we already know 90% plus of the time, all of these unalivers in the black community are black men doing it to us or to each other. It's no type of like critical thinking, like, hey, if I do this, make this decision now or this choice now, what's gonna happen to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna ruin my life for something momentary. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. But I've given up. I don't want to say nothing about black men. They have to do whatever they have to do on their own. I would say that women, you got to stop. Fighting over a man is never the freaking way to go. It's just crazy. But let me see what this new person has to say. Black woman in the building. You can go ahead if you have something to say. Let me send you a request to turn your mic on. You there, black woman in the building?
Yes, I'm here now. I'm always on your listen to you when you're on YouTube. But how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. This right here is just so sad. And the thing is, these women got to stop letting these men get them in these situations that they can't get out of. That lady was not bothering you. You went to that lady's son's school. She was dropping her son off at school. You let this dusty dust bucket, gas you up to do this at his son's mother's school. And then for him to have her, because the witnesses are coming forward, they're talking. So you put your son's mother in a headlock and let your other son's mother pow pow her in front of your son's school. Then it was said they hid the weapon and he was screaming self-defense, but said the people out there was like, no, sir, it was not. I hope they go to jail. I hope they throw away the key and they never come out, because this is so sad. You are fighting over a man, and now guess what? That little boy's mother is gone, but guess what? Your child's mother is going to be gone too. I hope they put them away for life. This is sick.
And you know what's sad is that at the end of the day, the only people that lose are the kids. The kids are the ones that lose. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, man. But I really do want black women to like, so I really think that we gotta unpack this whole thing of like black women really feeling like they have to have a man to be complete. You have to have a man. If you don't have a man, there's something wrong with you. Competing with other women. And then like I said, the men that I see black women even fighting over don't even be no good. They be low life bums. Cause I specifically went to this man's Facebook profile. He is a complete Pookie, a complete buster, a complete bandit, a complete dusty. So I have no idea what about this man would make this girl feel like he's the type of man that she needs to unalive for. It's a million him in every hood, every place, all around the United States that you could go to and find a dusty like him. He is nothing special. So it's just like, what are you really doing? Like, it just doesn't even make any sense. Throwing away your whole life for what? And the I think they should start making people take an IQ test to even freaking get a pew pew in the first place. Because in what world in your mind did you think when you pulled that and you put your hands on there to pull the trigger, did you think that you were gonna get off with self-defense? And sometimes when people have committed self-defense and everything is showing that that's what they did, it's difficult to not get in trouble for doing it. But you really think that you're going to get off for self-defense when you already popped up somewhere where you had no business being in the first place? Half the time you have a duty to, even if it's a stand your ground state, like somebody has to do something. You can't put yourself in a position to where you gonna do something. Most times you have a duty to retreat. You have to see, okay, can I get out of this first? I can't just go ahead and just say, I'm about to just pull the chopper out and start letting it off. That just doesn't even make any sense. Like, how did you even in your mind think, yeah, I popped up at her school. I'm starting stuff. I'm going to be able to make this a self-defense. No, you're not. You're not going to be able to. And now your goofy behind is going to be in jail forever. Off of a dusty. Like, I don't know. I really want women to stop it. Stop prioritizing the man over your own freaking well-being. If a man ever got you in a position of where you have to fight another woman, I can guarantee you he don't like you like that. Because if he did, you would never even feel so insecure that you needed to fight somebody else, that you needed to go at somebody else, that you needed to wait outside a school for somebody else to pop up so you can start problems with them. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then my thing is that I really feel like black women specifically, and I'm talking to black women specifically, want to be pick me so bad and want to go so hard for black men when the same men that you're going hard for like that would never in their life be a pick me for you. Never, never. They would never do this for you. So why are you doing it? Right now in the black community, to treat women right, to be nice to women is to be called a simp. It's to be called a punk. It's to be called weak. Any black men that you know that treat black women right, other men call him, oh, you weak, you a punk, you a simp. He lame. I don't want to hang around him. So exactly why would you, as a woman, be out here being a pick-me for men? When there is no even term for that for men. That's not a culture of men to do that. So what are you really doing? Like, it's just so upsetting because I went to Romeca's page. She's very cute, very pretty. You know, she had her little outfits on, wear her little shorts on, her little belt, her little jewelry, her little hair done, all of that. She was looking really cute. Only to not be here no more off of a goofy Negro. It just don't make any sense. Like, I just don't even know what to say. It's just so I just don't even know what to say. It's just so very sad. And I really, any black woman listening, if you have to fight over a man, baby, just go ahead and black woman listening. If you have to fight over a man, baby, just go ahead and clock out for me. Please. And don't ever think about hurting another black woman. For another black woman for a man? Ew. Like, what? I just don't understand it. Like, I really don't. And you want to, it's women out here fighting, getting their hair pulled out, getting their nails broke all up, getting their faces all scratched up, going to jail off of the street. Just like that other lady. If y'all remember that other lady whose husband was cheating, and she forced her way into the side chick's house and then ended up getting pew by the husband's side chick. That's the same level of goofy too. Because why in the world are you trying to come at the side chick? I'm not saying that the woman was right, but the person that you needed to be addressing was your man. And now all of a sudden, now you're in the dirt. And for what? And you're in the dirt for what? Because now he finna go be with the side chick, or he gonna be with the side chick and cheat on her too, of course. So it's like, exactly why are we doing these type of things? It's just crazy. Yes, and yes, he was a definite fat Dusty. He wasn't even like, and that's what I be saying. Like, the men that these women be crashing out over, it don't never be no Morris Chestnut. You know what I'm saying? It don't never be no Trevante Rhodes. It don't never be no Keith Powers. It don't never be whatever other men that y'all think are attractive. It don't never, not that you should be crashing out over those men either, but it's never those. It's always some dusty, broke bandit that's been to jail, that's got a million baby mamas, that ain't even married them, or is cheating on them, or whatever. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, y'all not even fighting over nobody that even, like, I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm crashing out a little bit. Because this honestly really, really, really made me so upset. It made me so, so, so mad, for real. Just to see, and then just to see all that lady blood just all over the sidewalk, the pavement. Like, it just blew my mind. Like, honestly, wow. This, you know what? Cherie, I just want to tell you that you are an absolute scumbag. You see us talking about a black woman that lost her life, and you want somebody to listen to your whack, trashy, bottom of the barrel SoundCloud music, and you don't get your goofy behind out of my live. You look goofy. You just the type of man that I'm talking about. Ashy, dusty, broke bandit. And you ain't never gonna blow up, and your music ain't never gonna go nowhere because your spirit is trash. You ain't never gonna blow up. You ain't never gonna get nowhere. Nobody ever gonna listen to your trashy buster music. Let me block you. Get out of here. I don't care what music you do. It's trash. And ain't nobody ever gonna listen to it. And you ain't never gonna blow up. And you ain't never gonna get nowhere. And you ain't never gonna be nobody. All you gonna be doing is being in comment sections, doing like you doing, begging somebody so that you can get two views, 2 streams. Let me block you. Get out of here. Ugh, yuck. I really just like. And you see what I'm saying? Like the 2 black men that were even in here commenting in the chat box did not even care about this black woman losing her life. And it's so many black men that when I talk about black femicide or black women being unalived or something happening to black women, they really do not care. But then they want somebody to care if some police officer then pew pew them down, or some whitey people have been racist against them. That's exactly why I would never in my life ever again go to another rally, another march for black men, because the energy is never returned when there is something happening with us. It's never returned. Like, honestly, this Negro in here talking about go listen to his whack SoundCloud music. Are you kidding me? Like, sometimes this stuff just be enough to just make me just pull out my hair, because it just be like, really though? Really though? But then they be somewhere talking about nobody cares about the black man. The black man. Whatever. Anyway, you guys, I don't know if either of you guys, y'all have anything y'all want to say, either Nay or a black woman in the building. Y'all can if y'all have anything to say.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, overall, it's a really sad situation. And it's like, them type of women like her, they don't even think about the long-term damage that they doing. And it's like, especially when it's kids involved, and it's like now their son he's gonna have that resentment toward his father. And it's like, also, I don't know. It's just sad. I had seen a picture where she had wrote she wrote a note for her son for school, and it's like, imagine him, coming home, not even gonna see his mother. And it's like, people, especially when it comes to these women, they really need to like think before they react. It's like they just move off of emotion, and in life you never supposed to move off of emotion, because at the end of the day, emotions are temporary. It's just women need to really start waking up. That's like me personally, I would never even surround myself with women that's not a girl's girl like me. Like, if you always center man, if you always put a man before even a friendship, I would not even want to be friends with you. And I kind of look for like red flags like that when it comes to women. I don't even surround myself with women that make their whole life center around a man, because I know if it'd be a situation where my life could be in danger, or it could be a situation where a man is trying to do something to me, I know you won't protect me, because the first thing you might say, you being a pygmy, is what do I do? And that's what did I did for the situation that happened. That's what I don't like about a lot of pygmies, they'll ask, well, what the women did for the men to act like this, or why it just they will like victim blame, and I don't like that. So yeah, it's just a messed up situation.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And I definitely agree with the whole thing of like not being friends with women that are pick me's or are extremely male centered for sure, because they will definitely put you in a bad position. I remember back in the day when I was young, I think I was like maybe like I remember I used to be cool with this one girl, right? And we used to go get our hair done. So this one time we were going to get our hair done, we were like teenagers. And we were walking down the street, we had just got our hair done, and these guys wanted to give us a ride. And I told her, I said no. I said no. I don't want to get in a car with these guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them, and you don't know them either. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the smart move to make. And she was like, "Oh no, it's okay, it's okay." You know what I'm saying? They cute or whatever. Maybe we can get their numbers and stuff like that. And I remember looking at her like, "Look, I'm not getting in the car. You know what I'm saying? With these guys, like you crazy. We don't know. I'm not getting in no car with no dudes, no men that I don't know at all." And I told her, I said, and if you get in a car with these dudes and you leave me here, I would never be friends with you again. And she told him to just go ahead. And she was so mad at me. I will never forget that. She was so mad at me because I didn't want to get in the car with some men that we ain't know. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't even make no sense. And I really do believe that those type of women that will even jeopardize their own safety and well-being, you know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, it just said like women just need to start like loving themselves more. It's like I even hear women say, well, they even go to the stream to try to unallow themselves for a man. It's like, for what? I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry. I just be more educated. Let me say, I don't know. You said that black women would be lucky to be chosen by you. Sir, do you see yourself? Or am I living in a fantasy? Do you see yourself like with them big bags underneath your eyes and your yellow teeth? And what woman would be clamoring to be with you? I don't. This is exactly what I be saying. Like and I can't even. I'm not even gonna say nothing about the woman with you because I'm not gonna be mean to her on behalf of you. I'm just gonna say, sir, be freaking for real. Like, and this is what I mean. It's a lot of black men that be out here in delusion. Like they don't live in reality on the actual type of man they are, because there are so many black women that don't have any standards, that they will just accept the man that looks like this, and that has them thinking for some reason that they're somebody. And that's something that I really feel like we got to stop as black women for real. Like we've got to truly not be settling for just these dusty bandit bums, because once we do this as a collective, then these men start thinking that they actually have something to offer society. They actually start thinking that they somebody when they really not. And that's why I said, when I saw the man that these women were having this altercation over, I was flabbergasted because he was clearly a Pookie. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I really want black women to understand that if you have to entertain a Pookie or you have to be by yourself, being by yourself is always going to be the best option. It's always going to be the better option. Ain't no way in the world that you should be like, well, I want a man. You know what I'm saying? I need a man. I want a man here with me. So I'm just going to go ahead and settle for this Pookie. No, that's where you already messed up. That's where you lost. That's where you lost right then. Honestly. I don't know, y'all. I don't even really be honest with you, know what else to say. Like I just really, I didn't plan on this really being a long live, to be honest with y'all. I just when I just seen this, it just blew my mind. Like I said, I was just so mad. I seen the video, I seen all the blood, I seen the stupid girl. I went to the doggone Facebooks and stuff, and I was just like, wow, wow, wow. Like this is what we're doing. This is what we doing. This is the type of man now that you about to lose your freedom over, and another black woman is in the ground. This is ridiculous. Go ahead, Chelsea. Did you have something to say?
Yeah, I have something to say. I feel like as black women, collectively, the Gen Zs are coming up, but the millennials, and you're a millennial if you were born from 1981 to 1996, the boomers, it's just like Xenos. I feel like we were failed as children. We were failed thinking that a male is like the holy grail of just existing, that a male is like the holy grail of just existence. And that's a lot of us. I feel like we were conditioned through Disney and all the other things. It's just a lot of people, we don't take time, we don't grow up, we don't just a lot of people, we don't take time, we don't grow up, we don't take time to just figure out ourselves for ourselves. We were inundated with this belief that we need a man. We are not worthy unless we have validation through a man. We need somebody to be around us. And that conditioning, a lot of people don't break free of that, especially if you are older. A lot of people do not break free of that because that's just all they know. And I feel like black women do not value themselves as women. We were never taught to value themselves as women, especially if you lived in a household where you see males and they are treated like they are just King Tut and you are discarded. A lot of people do not ever heal from those childhood wounds and not ever build that self-esteem and that self-worth, you know? And it's just like, and I feel like that desperation with that low self-esteem, low self-worth, it's going to breed desperation. And we're seeing that today. We see that in all the true crime. We see that every day. Like, it's not normal for somebody to want to harm somebody else because of a male, because of an intention from a man that don't even look like, he looked like one of them little boo-boo dolls. So it's just like, what depths of despair and low self-esteem do you have to have, or you have to be in, to feel like you need to do all of this to harm another woman? You need to do all of this for a pat on the head from a male who's going to sell you upstream once he gets a chance. Like, what type of thinking, what type of cognitive functioning of this man, because you don't think you're worthy? And it all boils down to low self-esteem. That's all it is. It just boils down to low self-esteem and low self-worth.
I mean, I definitely agree with you, Chelsea, for sure. I think that, black women are brainwashed. I do think that black women are programmed to want a man, to desire a man above all else. I do think a lot of it was programming in, TV and music and media and all of that. Cause even when, you think about like some of the older black movies like Baby Boy and things like that, where they program black women to, that for black women, their version of love is going to be accepting a bare minimum. He gonna be ghetto, he gonna be ignorant, he gonna be uneducated, he gonna be a cheater, but at least his presence is there sometimes. And that programs black women to feeling like these type of dusty bums are the best that we're going to be able to get. And I think that is very sad, because that is what is part of the problem and why these women feel this way. And, it's like people will say like, it's just the older women, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. Or women that's like, I guess maybe 35 and up. But I don't believe that. I've seen so many girls that are in their 19, 20s, 21, 22 that are showing the same type of behavior. And I believe that it's a cultural issue that black women and black girls are taught to worship black men above all else, and that having, excuse me, I'm sorry about that, that having a black man, is the most important thing for you. And if you got to fight over him, do it. If you got to unalive over him, do it. If you got to take a charge over him, do it. And the crazy thing is that this type of thinking is one-sided, because black men and black boys are not being programmed with that same thing. They're being told these heifers are a dime a dozen. You can go have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, use them all up, use them for intercourse, kick them to the curb, go get another one, game on them, lie to them. They're not being taught to value and prize a black woman above all else and make sure you scratch and fight to get a black woman. Black men and black boys aren't being taught that. And that's why it's always going to be the same way that there's an imbalance of power with black men and white tea women that they choose to be with, there's always an imbalance of power there, because those white tea women that are with those black men know that at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, they can revert back to their whiteness and use those white tears or use whatever, and their whiteness is going to trump that black man every time. And I think that there's an imbalance of power with black men and black women, because black women are programmed almost from birth to worship black men, to prize black men above all else. And black men are taught that black women are optional, and that, hey, you know, you can get a black woman you can use up, cool, but that's not going to be your top pick. And that right there, until black women understand that and stop moving like they're the absolute prize, that we're going to continually and be in this situation. Because my goodness, like, you being a young woman in your 20s, and now you've ruined, I think she's in her 20s, she looks like it, you know what I'm saying, the girl that did the unaliving. Now you finna be in prison for the rest of your freaking life. They say she recently had a child. Now you're not even gonna be able to be a mother to your child off of a bandit. Off of a bandit. Then you got a beautiful black woman. I went to all their pages, like the Romeca Meeks. I said she was very cute, dressing cute, all of that, having a good little time. Now she's no longer here. It's just like I said. I mean,
A
it's
lot of that comes
disgusting.
from jealousy too. Like a lot of black.
Oh, go ahead, Chelsea. Did you get?
If you heard me, but yeah, I feel like a lot of, I don't even say I feel like a lot of black women, they have this perpetual idea of competing with the next woman over a man, or even that woman could be just in her power, just existing, and that will rub her the wrong way, because the idea of that woman coming and take her man or being a threat, it really bothers them. Like they can't function. So even nowadays, we got, not even nowadays, but the Betty Wright song is coming back. And I grew up listening to Betty Wright, but it's just like having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. People really think like that. They think like that, and and when you don't love yourself, you view every woman that you meet as competition. Every woman that you even, that your man may even think of or talk about, that's competition. That's a threat. You got to eliminate the threat. That is a miserable existence. That is an insane, dangerous existence. And I don't believe, well, I won't say I don't believe, because I don't think you can cognitively say that you know that you are a danger to yourself and other women by trying to seek this male validation to the point where you are going to harm another woman just because she exists. That's insane. Like,
Yeah,
it goes beyond my identity. I need male validation. It's like male worship at this time. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
dangerous.
I definitely agree with you for sure. Let me go up here to T Scorpio and then Bougie. Go ahead, T.
Hey, what's going on, Trey? I just came across this story like an hour ago. First of all, can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just double check it. Yeah, I came across this story an hour ago, and what makes this even pathetic on her behalf is that you think that her baby daddy, whoever that dude is to her, he's not gonna sell her out to the cops? Because you know they're gonna put both of them in that room for interrogation or interview, right? You think that dude gonna catch a charge? Because let's think about it this way, from investigation point of view, they're gonna be like, what is her motive to unalive this woman for? Oh, me and her shared the same baby father, right? Let's just say they talking to the dude. They're gonna ask him, did you put her up to unaliving your other baby mama? Because y'all probably was having beef, having some issues, child support. Did you tell her to unalive your baby mama? He don't go, no. She did that on her own. That man is not going to catch a charge for her, or even be in a suspicion of committing a crime. Because you know, conspiracy to commit murder is still a crime, and can still have a hefty charge and a significant amount of years as well. So, and we all know cops be
P.
playing dirty. Yeah.
I'm a
who's
social worker. It'll be more. You'll get more years for conspiracy than the
Yeah, there
actual
you go. You see,
unalignment.
you see, you see. Exactly. So this woman done unalive the baby mother for this man, and that man is going to be the one that's going to done unalive the baby mother for this man, and that man is going to be the one that's going to put her under the jail. That man is going to be the one that's going to make sure the cops point all the fingers at her. And of course, you know what he's going to do? He's not going to tell them. He's not going to tell her that, oh, I didn't tell him nothing. He's going to smile on her face. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, baby, I stuck up for you in there," and she's gonna go home if they live. Well, I doubt they're gonna let her go, but she's gonna believe that this man loves me. He's defending me. He's helping me. Meanwhile, it was his. It's gonna be his statement that's gonna be the nail on the coffin for you. And that's the problem with these women. These women think that if I show this man I love him, it's going to be reciprocated. He's going to show me the same love that I'm giving him. But that's never the case. That's never factual. Once
Never.
you show a man, I'm sorry, absolutely. And it's isn't it pathetic though? But isn't it pathetic? And that's another thing too. These pick me's be picking the worst men. I never came across a pick me, and I can literally say this with all my chest and with confidence. I never came across a pick me that had a good man. I never came across a pick me, male centered, mammy woman that actually had something.
They get the worst of the worst.
It gets the worst of the worst, but it correlates to them being pygmies because to them they believe in that philosophy, what you said earlier. They believe in a piece of a man is better than no man. A dirt bag is better than not having a man at all. A child molester is better than not having a man at all. Any type of man is better than being single to them. And you it's horrible because this story really did struck me really strike me very hard because she sent a post saying like, oh, I'm sending my baby to school, mommy loves you, she packed his lunch, and what a note, giving her son affirmation that she loves him. Meanwhile, there's this crazy biatch that's plotting on unaliving her while she's pouring into her son. This woman is sitting here with the same man that she had a child with, sitting with him. When she see her, she's gonna unalive her. And now that we even on the topic, shoot, honestly speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved with unaliving her. Honestly
Hey,
speaking,
T, did you hear did you watch the video where the guy that was there said that he put her in a headlock and that's when the girl had pewed her in the face?
she put him in the headlock.
No,
What's that?
no, no, no. The baby daddy put the other baby mama who was unalived in a headlock. And so while he had the girl in a headlock, then his other baby mama pewed her in the face.
You can. What did I just say? What
Yeah. She probably got a phone call or something. But
you know that's that thing that says
or something. But
you know that's that thing that says you got 20% left.
oh yeah, yeah.
This woman, oh, like I said, I would not be surprised if he put her up to it. That he told her, that he fed her all of this drama, because these type of men love triangulation. They love seeing women fight over them, even if they have to lie, even if they
Yeah.
gotta fabricate the truth, even if this woman have not texted this man in over a year, they will lie just to put it in that idiot's head that she's jealous of us, she want me. And meanwhile, the text messages said, "Hey, are you going to be here at a birthday party? What time you coming?" And that's what these men do. I have no doubt in my mind that he put her up to it, that he told her to do it. I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said earlier, he's not going to be honest and say that. No, he's not going to say that in that room. He is not going to say that with those cops. He is going to throw her under the bus. I guarantee you. It's going to be his own statement that's going to throw this woman under the bus. Because the cops are going to ask, did you have anything to do with this? Did you tell her to do it? He's going to say no. It's
Definitely.
really disgusting. It's definitely disgusting, and it's just these women. Listen, unfortunately, they're always going to be here. They've been here since the beginning of time, and they're going to be here until the plant, until the earth goes into the sun. They're not going anywhere as long as men exist. Pygmies will exist, and
Yeah.
that's the sad truth. That's the sad truth. As long as men exist, pygmies will exist. So I'm just gonna mute for now because I see the other bougie and my girl up there, Kalandra. Hey, Kalandra, girl. So yeah.
All right, all right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, T. Let me go up here to Bougie and then Kalandra. Go ahead, Bougie.
Hi, ladies.
Hey.
I usually don't come on these panels, but I can relate. I don't know anything about the story. Number one, I haven't heard about that story, but I've had experience with my own husband and side chicks and having babies on you and the whole thing. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Lost my train of thought. But yeah, just the length that a woman would go through just to, I don't know, have something that they think they can have and take from you. You don't even know these people. They will scheme and scam with him, and of course he's putting them up to it because he put the battery in their back. So none of this can get done without the man, you know. So I've had this experience with my own husband. He passed away on my birthday last year, but the same thing, he had a baby on me. She knew me, I don't know her. And conspired to do all kinds of things. Takes my business. He went into business with her. I've been a hairstylist for 35 years. He went and got a salon with her. Just the whole thing. Just try to give her my life. So these women will just do anything to have a man. It don't matter.
All right. I appreciate you, Bougie. Let me go up here to Miss Kalandra. Go ahead, Kalandra.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I just saw the video and Trigger, I'm with you. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm still eating, so pick me women have to be stopped because ain't no way no man would have convinced me to do that. And then you have a kid yourself. Like, are you thinking about your kid? I think to do that to a woman is a different type of mental illness for a man. These men are for everybody. Like, you should, I don't care. A man ain't worth it. Like, men coming down the day. I definitely agree with the number two. Why are you fighting over a man? These men lie every day, and as somebody who definitely had my baby daddy drama, my baby daddy would tell me when I was jealous of him whole time I dumped him. I got him out of my life. But I think the problem with it is, like, even with that Young Thug and Mariah Sinus thing, men I hear they lie. And I think the problem with women is women be so desperate to have a man. Like, yo common sense be gone. Like, sometimes you have to think with your head, not with your heart when it comes to these men. Like, these men be for everybody, and ain't nobody worth your freedom. Like, now you finna go to jail for the rest of your life. You don't get nothing out of it, cause I'm telling you, if you think you're gonna beat her up, it's always gonna be another one. And I definitely agree with the fourth one. Men will never do that for you. When women be out here taking charges for men and beating up his baby mama, I guarantee he wouldn't do that for you. He would just go find somebody else. But yeah, that story is sad. And then the fact that happened in front of her son, like a man, I don't care. Like, a man ain't never gonna take me away from my child. Ain't no woman never. I just don't understand. I feel like that's just a different level of mental illness. But like I said, 2 out of 3 women are pygmies. I'm sorry, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, y'all, I feel the same way all of y'all feel. I feel like it's like I said, it's just so shocking. And like I said, one thing, and I said this earlier, one thing that black men do fantastic, which they do great, is triangulation. They sure know how to triangulate women, and they know how to pit women against each other, and they've been doing it for a long time. They do it with women of other races, that where they actually got these women thinking that they're superior and that they're going to put them on a pedestal until they get with these women and they realize that they got the same black man that we got. That, and also I think that black men are great at telling one black woman, oh, I don't like her, oh, I don't care about her, oh, she ain't no good. And then you find out all along this man all in that lady DMs, all of her messages, all doing everything under the sun. And just like Kalandra was mentioning, I think Young Thug is a perfect example of a man that does exactly that, and see how stupid it have you looking. Cause Mariah the Scientist looked like one of the biggest goofies I ever seen. And just the fact that she was willing to kiki with him when he was talking about how ugly he thought Glorilla was. First of all, he ain't never think that girl was ugly, which is why he brought her up in the first place. Sometimes men bring up women because they really like that woman and they just can't even help but not bring her up to you. But in order to bring her up to you, they got to make it seem like they don't like her. Or they bring her up to just throw you off. And I swear that is something that I really do think black men are great at, because I haven't seen a black man yet that is not great at triangulation and manipulating women and being on that bush. That's why I think that black women also have got to I'm not saying that black women have a high ego, but I think that sometimes when black women get with men, they start thinking that, oh, he's with me because I'm all of that. And I'm so much better than the next woman. And he not going to do me or treat me like the last woman because I'm all of that. And that is the thing that I want black women to stop doing. I'm not saying that black women are beautiful or whatever, but what I'm saying is you're not better than the next woman. You don't got the golden box. You don't got the golden throat. You don't got the prettiest face. Your cookie not the best in the whole world. You not that much better than nobody else. If that man is on some BS, he gonna be on BS, period. If he's a cheater, if he's been a cheater and he got with you, he not gonna stop cheating because you're so great. He's not going to stop. He's going to continue to do it. And I wish that more women would look at living reality when it comes to things like that and understand that you are never going to change a man good at all. The only thing that man is going to do is change you, and he's going to change you into the biggest crash out that you ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And going to jail, going to prison, giving up your entire life for a nignog like supervillain be saying is crazy. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. T, you had to say something real quick. Yeah, if you could just take like a minute or something, T, and then I'll get to the other two ladies.
Sure, sure. It's actually going to be even shorter than that. Hey, supervillain. Hey, boo. Remember my line that I usually will say? Women biggest problem is that they don't want to yield to the better woman. I used to say that a lot. I used to say that, you know what, I'll yield to the better woman. And I find that black women have a very hard time saying something like that. Or even when I say that, they go, huh? What you mean by that? And I ask them, I be asking that randomly, like, hey, why can't you yield to the better woman? Me yield to a better woman? No, there's no such thing. That's the problem. This is why we would never come together. Because women don't want to admit, like a lot of black women don't want to admit that there's a better woman out there. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I definitely agree that there could be a better woman for, certain type of men, but I don't believe in these instances with these men that we're talking about. There is no better woman. They gonna be bogus if the woman was the best woman in the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like the man that I saw that was involved in this Romeca Meeks situation, I went to his Facebook and I can guarantee you, I don't care if the woman was a saint. She was the best at X, the best at cooking, the best at loving. She was a millionaire. I don't know, whatever. But she was the most beautiful woman. He still was gonna be exactly what he is, which is just trash. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I just find it to be disgusting. And it's like I also feel like the collective of black men have such a disregard for life in general, like no respect for life at all. No respect for the life of your baby mama. No respect for the life of the one that you triangulated. No respect for your children. None of it. Just they don't even. It's just like if somebody loses their life, it's like they don't even think it's no big deal at all. And that to me is scary, that that the men in our community can be so flippant when it comes to our lives, but then when something happened to them, they want somebody to be outside in the streets crying, ripping their edges out. Like, anyway, let me just keep going. Okay, thanks so much for coming, T. Thanks so much for coming, T, and I appreciate everything that you said. Let me go over here to Supervillain and then Miss D.
Hey, Trig, panelists, those in the comment section.
Hey.
Yes, for this part, I'm gonna ask y'all to yield to the better woman. She has definitely created the space for us to come together and have this conversation. So tap, tap, tap that screen. It is free. Me and T have had that conversation before. I absolutely understand. That's like a further conversation, what she means by yielding to the better woman. Like, for instance, I yield to her. She skipped me, but I knew what she had to say was very, very important. So I did not mind yielding to the better woman. I definitely know what you mean in this instance, Trig. I want to piggyback. You dropped so much jewels. Number one, we have to stop doing this competition with each other. If I were to give up on men, it's not because I think that, or I'm jealous of another woman who may be prettier, because it's always going to be a prettier woman, a woman that does something better, right? I'm giving up on these nignogs because they out here while we're twisting ourselves in pretzels, trying to fit into this cookie cutter mold. They out here doing it with monitor lizards, y'all. I keep telling y'all, you cannot leave innocent, defenseless apple pies on the counter. They made a movie about it. It's called American Pie. While we are literally putting our lives on the line, they out here doing it with corpses, trees, animals. Like, what are we doing? How could you sacrifice or give up your life for somebody or the demographic that think you the same thing as a hole in the middle of a tree? I keep trying to talk to women. I know I will never convince women to give up on men. But at least if you're going to level up, do it for yourself. Imagine if that woman, instead of trying to impress her dusty baby daddy, imagine if she was doing some self-work. She could have been working on opening a business. She could have got with the other baby mama and they could have worked together and collabed and, shared resources. So many other possibilities that could have went. And now she chose to impress the dusty. Now she took somebody's mother away. She took, actually, two people set some others away because she's going to jail. And the crazy thing is, like I said in the comments, wait until they subpoena them text messages, because I don't know what the hell he be telling y'all women for y'all to get crazy, that pillow talk. But he was saying the same damn thing to her. I'm telling you, the text messages is going to show he was hunting her down. He was sweating her. She did all that because I told her a lie. I tell y'all, if a nigga, excuse me, I'm sorry, Trey. If a nigga not tell you good morning, I might beg you to look up in the sky and make sure the sun is out, because they lie for no goddamn reason. This story is so upsetting. I had a point, but it just got lost because we literally just had this same conversation earlier, Trig, did we not? About another story. What are we doing, ladies? I'm gonna yield my time.
All right. I appreciate you, Supervillain. Let me go up here to Miss D, and then I'll go up here to Zora. You there, Miss D? Let me send you a request to turn your mic on just in case. Yeah.
Hey everybody, how y'all
Hey.
doing? I was like, oh my gosh, she online again! Yay! Because I thought you weren't coming back till tomorrow, or maybe I missed
Girl,
it.
when I
Yeah,
heard this story, I got so mad. I'm not gonna stay
that's
on that
good. I'm
long
glad
though.
you came back.
I'm not gonna be long in
I'm
this
glad you
topic.
came back. I'm glad you came back. In terms of this topic, I can't stand them. They're the world's deadliest. I mean, they're the world's just horrible people. I mean, literally, they're just horrible. Those the pick me's, pick mishas, pickkins, whatever, any form of a pick me, they are horrible. They're not good people. They want to be chosen so much. They will do anything to get chosen and picked. When someone touched on, I'm not sure which one of y'all, but it was one of y'all who touched on it, triangulation. That stuff is real. And I never really understood it. Well, I don't say understood it, but I never really thought that it was something that would be in my life that I would encounter until it happened to me. One of and the little dusty dude that I broke up with, he was using triangulation. Well, trying to, right? But I was too smart for him. And however, she couldn't pick up on it. She was too busy, concerned about her looks as to why this man didn't desire her and all this other stuff to like realize that he had already manipulated her and he had already, used, his narcissist personality disorder on her. And it was, I guess, like for her, she's always fell victim to it. So it was like second nature for her to fall for it because she wasn't aware of what was going on. But yeah, pick me's, they're just horrible. They're just gonna, I mean, to be honest, people say that they don't get chosen, the pick me's or whatnot. Somebody will pick them out of desperation, but they won't really treat you right. I mean, most of the time they won't, unless they get that out of their mindset. And I don't know if people really grow out of it, so I can't really speak towards it. Maybe y'all can, but I just think it's like a epidemic. It's their life. That's what they subscribe through. I mean, to, and they're not gonna change unless like they really try to hold themselves accountable. And it's horrible to be around them. And when you experience them, get rid of them. Don't sit up there and talk to them. Don't argue with them. Get rid of them. Stop talking to them. You'll become drained. They're energy vampires. And it'll just be like your head is hurting all the time. They're not going to change. They will ruin your whole life if they want to. They're not good people. And I'm speaking off of my own experience and what I've experienced with other people. I mean, and what other people have explained it to me. They're just not good people. Very damaging. They will suck up all the joy in your life. They always want to be chosen. It always wants to be about them, centering themselves all the time. Mainly male center, I'm sorry, but it always wants to be them being chosen. So I don't really have any respect for those type of women.
All right.
I'm gonna land the plane.
All right, I got you, D. And I definitely see where you're coming from. Let me go up here to Zora.
Hey, Trigger.
Hey, how
Hey,
you doing?
everybody. Hey, y'all. Hey, Super. I just had one thing to say, and that was that P. Diddy had a tattoo. I know some of y'all have heard of this. I can't remember what deity it was, but if you know, somebody tell me. But it was a deity that was meant to protect women and children specifically, if y'all know what I'm talking about. And he got it tattooed on his chest, I think, so that he was doing a specific thing.
Back. It was back.
On his back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how diabolical that is? It's a very specific way to try to invert the purpose of that deity. So, and I'm bringing that up because at this point, I look at it as potential Smex magic. I think that's what it is, to be honest. And I do mean this, like, because the rate of, you know what I'm saying? It can be pushed back. I mean, like, my feeling is that because the rate of sexual abuse is so high in Black girls, literally, I think of it literally as a virus program that's being inserted so that when you become able to have agency, you're not really having agency. You're running off a program, if y'all get what I'm saying. Because the level of desperation that conversation was kind of describing makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense that you don't care about the children around you, your own life. abandoned. It's not even a patriarch. He's not even he's in your house. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It has to be something has inserted itself and is operating as a program in you. And that's not to take away their agency either. I'm saying that I think there's a specific phenomena. It doesn't make sense that the rates of sexual abuse is so high where you actually are imposing on somebody's sense of self for BOK girls and women, and then BOK women are the biggest pick-me's. I'm just putting those two things together. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna be in the comments, but yeah, I feel you. I don't get number 4. It's the number 4 for me.
I mean, I actually understand exactly what you're saying, Zora. And I said this plenty of times, like publicly, that I struggle with wondering exactly certain things that goes on in the Black community that I do feel like is strange. Now, if it's spiritual or even doggone satanic, something I do feel like is going on with the state of the Black community, Black men, and even in some of the behaviors of Black women as well. Because like Coach T was saying in the comments, she was saying that like the son was in the car. So like the first of all, the baby daddy, he's so, angry and aggressive towards whatever he wants to happen to manipulate these two women, that he doesn't even care if his son witnesses the unaliving of his mother, nor does he care if the mother of his other child as well does not have a mother. And then the woman that's being manipulated by this man, you have allowed him to be almost like a god in your eyes, to the point to where you will take anything that he says as like fact, Bible, Grail, no matter what he says, even if the things don't add up. And that to me is scary behavior, when women will take the word of a man over what they see with their own eyes. Like, for real, that's terrifying to me, because at that point, that man is your God. And to make a man, any man of any race, your God is crazy. But when I go on the page and look at this man on Facebook, and I see that he is a literal buster, bum, bandit, bottom of the barrel bed bug, and you're making that man your God, that I know that he not doing nothing for you except stressing you out and giving you hard times. The fact that you would sit there and make that man your God, to the point to where you would actually unalive another Black woman like yourself and put her in the ground on the strength of that ashy Negro, that is insane. And you need your freaking head checked. Like, you do need to be in prison. You don't never need to see the light of day, because and that's what I mean. There are so many Black women that are functionally lunatics. They're functional lunatics outside in the world, walking amongst us, but they're really crazy. And all it takes is the right circumstances, because for somebody to do something. Because I don't like to really all the time just use like my own personal anecdotal experiences. But I think I told everybody my first husband was an absolutely horrible person. I was raised really religious, and I never had a boyfriend before. I waited till I got married to have sex and everything like that. So I was not aware of anything, right? But after I left my first husband because of his violence, abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse, everything you can think of, and the worst things that you could think of that could happen to a woman, he did to me. I remember after I had left him, he would still call me. He would still bother me. And he had a baby mama, because he lied about having children. He told me he had none. He said he had no children. This man lied about so much. Anyway, so after I left him and I filed for divorce and all of this, his baby mama used to call me. And I remember one time she called me. This was years later, after I had been gone, because I'm married now. So I've been married now for it'll be 16 years in a couple weeks. I had already been long gone. And she called me and she was saying like, oh yes, I was looking through my ex-husband's phone and I saw your number in there. And I told him, I said, yes, he's been bothering me. He's been calling me. I have no idea why. I said, but just so you know, just in case you don't know, I'm married. I've been married for a long time now, several years. Like you don't have to worry about it. And what's crazy is when she first called, you could tell she was really finna turn up on me big time, about to get crazy with me. A woman she doesn't know, never did anything to her, on the strength of this no good piece of But soon as I told her that I had somebody, that I was married, her whole countenance relaxed. And that to me is crazy that there are so many women willing to get so buck and so crazy over a man that don't even belong to them in the first place. It's just, I don't know. It's scary to me. And it's
You
so
know,
scary because it's the men are never no good either. They never no good.
and you know what's interesting is that she would have turned up except that you belong to somebody else in her head. So it's a double male worship. So she's saying that as if you still couldn't do what you wanted to do if you wanted to do it with him, married or not. But the fact that you're married means that somebody owns you in her head, that somebody got you tethered the way that she's tethered, even though she's not married to your ex. Do you get what I'm saying? Like she calmed down only because there was a man involved in your life.
Wow. You
As
know
if that
what?
means something.
I never thought about it like
Yes.
that, Zora. You are
Yep.
totally right. That's
Yep.
even more disgusting.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness, that's even more disgusting because baby, I'm not owned by nobody. Okay.
Hello.
But like I said, that I really want black women to get as a collective some type of and I understand that the women that's probably in this live right now and listening to this live are not those type of women, so this isn't for y'all, but I just mean collectively I really would like black women to get some freaking self-esteem and stop valuing a man over their own life. You know what I'm saying? You know how many black women are in prison right now because they took charges for Negroes? The majority of women, black women that are in prison because of a man, because they helped the man, because they assisted a man, or because they crashed out over a man, something like that. And that to me is very, very, indicative of the state of black women. And just like, I forgot who said it, I think it was a young lady that came up here named Chelsea, but she dropped or whatever, she probably had somewhere to go, but she mentioned that she was saying, what did she say, man? She was talking about how my mind just went blank, but she was making a connection between the way black women behave and what they've seen and why black women are behaving in the way that they are. And now my mind just went blank on exactly what she was saying. But if y'all was here earlier, y'all know that she was spitting facts about, the state of black women. And I really do think, oh yeah, she was talking about how Disney has programmed black women to have this like fantasy and stuff like that of men. And this whole, like I said earlier, it's like this worship that black women have for black men is not reciprocated. So I don't even understand what black women get out of it. Like there are no groups of men telling black men, oh, sacrifice everything for that black woman, do everything for that black woman, risk your life for her, risk your freedom for her, do all of that. That's admirable. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your destiny. Black men aren't telling other black men to do that. And the very small percentage of black men that would do something like that, they are called simps, punks, you know what I'm saying? Suckers, lame. They are not uplifted in the black community at all. So it's like, why would you as a black woman do something that the collective of men would never do for you? It is a complete yes, and corny too. It's like such an imbalance of power, like I was saying earlier. It's the same imbalance of power that exists between black men and white women, that there's always that imbalance of power because the white woman, anytime she wants to weaponize her whiteness against them, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? The same way it is with black men and black women. There's always an imbalance of power when it comes to black women and black men because black women have been taught to worship and put black men on the pedestal. And black men have not been taught that same thing. Now, once again, I'm not saying that you can't find an outlier of a black man that will treat you correctly, but the collective of black men have not been taught to value black women at all. So it's always that imbalance right there. And you have got to check yourself as a black woman if you find yourself acting like this. For real, because this ain't the move. But y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, but I'm gonna let everybody
Okay.
speak again before I get out of here because I didn't want to make this a long live. But I was just so
It
upset
was on
seeing
your
that.
heart.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that lady, I saw her blood everywhere. It was just so
Oh.
terrible, man. I went to her page. She was so beautiful, and it's a waste, man. And then, like I said, you go look at this man and you see that it's a million of him. Any hood that you go to, any
Hmm.
gas station that you go to, anywhere that any state across the United States that you go to, any city is a Pookie like him. He was nothing special. So what are y'all doing? He wasn't even cute. And like I said, I never see black women crashing out with Morris Chestnut, Trevante Rose, Keith Powers. Like I never see that. All I see is black women crashing out on disgusting, ugly men. Like I don't get it. But anyway, I'm gonna let all of y'all speak. I'm gonna shut up and let all of y'all speak before I get out of here. I'll start at the top and work my way down to the bottom. Zora, did you have anything to say, sis?
I want to say I'm glad you know what I'm saying, speaking to it, because I've heard different takes, and I've only heard one take, and it was yesterday, who was saying that the woman should never went to her house, and that's the type of thing that I do understand that to an extent, but where's this? There's no decorum that we practice with each other, right? Because
Hey, Zora, you do know that this is a different story.
no, I do not.
Okay, so I know what story you talking about where the woman was confronting her side chick, her husband's side chick, and
Yeah.
tried to go in the house and she got unalive. No, that's not what
Yes.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about a
Please.
story that just happened today where a black man had two baby mamas, right? He's triangulating the baby mamas against each other. So the one baby mama number one, which is Romeca Meeks, she's going to drop her son off at school. Well, the other baby mama is waiting for her. They get into some type of altercation. The baby daddy, apparently, according to witnesses that I saw in the video, held baby mama number one, Romeca Meeks, in a headlock while the other baby mama pew-pewed her in the face and also let off other 3 shots that hit her body. So,
Okay.
all because of whatever he done told this girl to make her feel like this girl is the enemy. But yeah, and they're trying to say that it was self-defense when it clearly was not.
Okay.
That's the story today.
I don't have anything. I'm sorry. I feel really overcome with emotion because I can't take that we can't distinguish stories anymore. That's
I
what we were talking
know.
about yesterday. Like I'm really
I know.
it's an all out assault on us, and we're the people being used by these things against each other. They don't even have to take us out anymore. They're just telling us to take each other out, and we're going and doing it. I'm going to go on mute. Thank you so much for having this live. I don't have anything.
No problem, Zora. I'm sorry about that, sis. I just thought that you would want to know. Let me go down here to Miss D. Next. Go ahead, Miss D. Let me see. Let me send you a request to turn your mic on just in case you can't. D. I set your timer for you. You there, D? If not, I'll just go down to the next person and then I'll come back to you. Yeah, but she might be away from her phone or something, so I'll end her timer and I'll come back up to her. All right. Go ahead, supervillain.
Yeah, I just want to end by saying, I mean, it's crazy that we doing a live just like this twice in a day. It's really disappointing. I'm gonna need us to really believe in the sisterhood. We can't let these men manipulate us into doing these terrible things. To do that to a woman that was just like you, a single mom just trying to make her way in the world, that was so like completely disgusting, and it's so disappointing. I'm gonna say this. Like we said before, it's always gonna be another woman that does things better or are prettier. But the funny thing about that is, you can be a 3-star Michelin chef. You can make it pop on a handstand, and these dudes will betray you for a woman who can't boil ramen and got bad knees. So why again are we twisting ourselves into pretzels for the demographic? We really should be working together and dog walking them at this point. But until we get to that day, all I'm gonna do is just keep trying to spread the word to my sisters. Black ladies, I love y'all. If y'all feel that tinkle in your heart, it's me reaching out. Trig, thank you again for this space to have this conversation.
Oh, no problem, no problem. And I definitely agree. That's why I always try to tell black women, like, if you look at the most beautiful black women that, like people think, I'll just say celebrity wise, a lot of those women have been mistreated terribly, treated poorly. Like I always mention, Halle Berry was beat in the ear so much by a man that she lost a hearing in one of her ears. You talk about like Lisa Ray, who was cheated on and disrespected, and she had to divorce her husband. I mean, it's a million different women that I could mention this about. Bernice Burgos was the side chick to Ti, got treated, dogged out. You know what I'm saying? And a million other different women. So that should let you know right there that it doesn't matter what you're bringing. That's not the problem. It's the men. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me keep going. Go ahead, Kalandra, if you have something to say, sis.
I did have something to say. It's a lot to unpack in this story. It's definitely sad to me, but this is what I want women to think for a second. Okay, let's say she know you with this woman. When you're out here doing this for a man and you're beating up women, you're doing this for a person that don't even love you. Because if he loved you, you would never have to want to go hurt somebody else. But my issue with her is, as a parent, first of all, to do this at your child's school, that's a different level of mental illness. But as a parent, nobody is taking me away from my son. Like, I don't know. Like, no. Like, when you're a parent, you should think about your kids. Pick me. Women have to be stopped. Women, go learn to love yourself. Learn to like yourself. Because these men don't care about you. Because if they did, they would treat you a lot better. And like you said, you get to do all of this for a man that don't love you, don't care about you. And then look at you. Now you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail, away from your kids. Like, come on, like, think with your common sense for a second. Ain't no more, like, for example, I was getting cheated on. I never thought to text no woman, to meet up with no woman. The man is the problem. And then, like, Supervillain said yesterday, it was alive yesterday, like, y'all tell yourselves anything you can to stay with a man. Like, it's not worth it. Like, it's not. I'm telling you, good men exist. Go find them or learn to love yourself, because I'm telling you, I think a big part of it is women not loving themselves. And then, like you said earlier, Trigger, it's nothing special about you, sweetie. Because most of these men are trash. And he's gonna show you why he's trash and why some of them are on the T app. Like, y'all have got to learn to love yourself, like yourself, learn to be comfortable with yourself. Like, that's what I'm doing in my life, learning to be comfortable with myself. Because when you don't love yourself, you don't like yourself, you're gonna allow a man to mistreat you any kind of way. And then look at you, you're taking away from your kid. And then for him as a father to go up to your child's school and to do this in front of your son, like, do you not care about, but like I said, they don't care about their kids. I learned that a long time ago. Most of them do not. I say probably 4 out of 10 black men care about their kids. I'm sorry, but for you as a parent to take that to your son's school, like, what? And then my heart goes out to him, because I know what it's like to lose a parent, lose a mother, and then to be 7, and then for that to happen in front of you. Like, I pray for her son so deeply.
I mean, I definitely agree with you. I don't know. I don't have nothing to say. Let me go down here to Miss Nay.
I just want to say that I feel like self love needs to be normalized more, and also just taking a step back and doing like some self reflection and working on yourself. Because I feel like you can't be whole to another person unless you're whole into yourself. And I feel like a lot of reason why these pick women are the way they are is because of they didn't get like affection and attention growing up. So you got women like Krishan that was like neglected, and it's like because they like that attention growing up, they feel like the only attention they can have is a man. So they doing whatever to keep a man or to get their attention from a man, when in reality, a man shouldn't be the prize. Us as women, we are the prize. So it's like we have to work on ourselves and become better as a woman instead of trying to please a man, because at the end of the day, men come and go. But you as a woman, you have to know your worth, to know what to even tolerate from a man, and not make your whole life in a man. Because you have women like Rashida, they'll stay in marriages, and women that stay in relationships because they don't have an identity outside of themselves, and they have an identity crisis. Because it was even rumors that the girl that unalived Romeca, they was saying how she was wearing Romeca clothes and everything. Like the baby dad would get her, her clothes and everything. So it's like women that's pick me, they struggle with identity issues and not getting themselves together to become a better woman. I feel like we just need to normalize just loving on ourselves and pouring into our cup to become a better woman in the process. And I feel like we have to have a man in order to feel like we whole as a woman.
I definitely agree with you, Nate. What you just said about her and the clothes stuff, that's crazy. Okay. That's some old single. Y'all ever seen that old movie Single White Female? I think they did an updated one with black people though. I think Dag, it's her. She's plus size. She used to be on Glee. Her name is Amber something. I don't know if you Amber Riley, yeah, she did an updated one for Lifetime. It was like single black female or something like that, where this girl was like wanting her life and was copying off of her. She wanted her man too and stuff. I see it's got 3 parts. I seen 2. Matter of fact, when I get off of here, y'all, I'm about to watch part 3. Yeah, that sounds some stuff like that to me, cause that's just crazy. Like, but now she not gonna have nobody life, cause she finna have a prison life moving forward. Cause ain't nowhere in the world she's not going to prison, because you cannot like, and this is what I said this earlier, which I wish that people will understand, that when you have a pew pew, you have to be responsible. You cannot say that you're ignorant of the law. That's no excuse. When you're using deadly force, you cannot use deadly force against another woman like that and probably get away with it. The like you it's the you now if you were in a situation with a man, because a man is considered so much stronger than a woman, that his actual body presence can be a weapon against a weapon towards you, where you could use deadly force and he didn't have to have like a weapon or a pew pew against you. You could still do something to him depending on what state that you're in. But you being a woman and using that against a woman, and then you popping up where she drops her son off and you initiating the whole thing, you're going to prison, bro. I don't care what you say. I don't care what story you concoct with your baby daddy. You are going to prison. There's no way you're getting out of it. And that's what I mean, is people having weapons that don't even have the sense or know anything about the law. You're not getting out of this, baby girl. You're going to jail. Period. You're going to prison, because there's no way you can justify the use of deadly force in a situation that you created and curated. Because she was dropping her son off. You wasn't dropping nobody off. You came there to start problems. You're going to prison. And now it's just 2 lives lost for no reason, for no good man. And I hope that they're able to prove that he initiated this whole situation, so that he goes to prison too. Because if he don't go to prison, he just gonna be laid up with the next woman. And that's what's sad and disgusting about it. Yeah, she's done. She's done, Calandra. That girl is cooked. Like, she just don't know. Her life is over. The when I see her in that video and she was talking to them cops and she was sitting there on that phone, she should understand that that's the last taste of freedom that she ever gonna have. You know what I'm saying? That her life is over as she know it. She is cooked. She just like, she's like a unalived woman walking. Her life is cooked. Like, it really is. She's completely cooked. Like, and she don't even know it. Like I said, I really do implore any black woman that wants to get a pew pew, if you don't have one, please educate yourself on the law. Educate yourself in what ways you can use your weapon and what ways that you cannot. You cannot go bother somebody and start something and then go use it. You're going to go to prison. You can't go to no place, tell somebody, oh, meet me somewhere, we about to fight, and then you end up getting beat up and then you pull it. You're going to prison. You're going to jail. There's a lot of things. Like, I really wish people would be educated about the things they do before they do it. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and let Miss D. I think Miss D is probably ready now. I'll start your timer for you, sis, if you're here, D, and then we'll close it out with D. Go ahead, Miss D.
Oh, I have nothing else to say. I'm good. I'm just listening to y'all. Um it's just sad that people think that, they could just go around and pew pew people and not, know the laws and not know the rules. Like, I mean, it's sad. And that's all I have to say.
Yes, I definitely agree. Oh, hold on. So I got 2 ladies in the chat box. I'll let y'all speak before I get out of here. Go. I think Supervillain wants to go first. Go ahead, Supervillain.
I'm so sorry to hold you up, Trey, but that just reminded me of what I wanted to say earlier. I don't know if you remember about 2 or 3 lives ago, and we had that lady up, and she was saying that she doesn't think cheating is disrespectful on her husband's part or whatever, and all that. I don't know. Do y'all remember that conversation with that lady?
Yes, I do. She was tripping.
And that's how you get pick me's that will do, even though she was married, she wasn't a baby mama, but that's how you get pick me's that be so enamored they will never hold the man responsible. Just like she said, she doesn't feel like it's disrespectful. That's how they think the other person is disrespectful, or they'll take it out on the kids. Women like that are so freaking dangerous. So it just made me think about that situation. She's sitting up there talking about that's not disrespectful, but guess what? She's still going to be angry because she's a human being. And instead of taking it out on the man, she's going to take it out on the child or or the other woman. That's how that ends up happening. So I just wanted to bring that up. I'm sorry to hold up the lines. That was all.
Oh, no problem. That's a very good point you made, because you're right. And that's how, when those women be taking the children in and they be abusing them and hurting them and all of that. That's exactly, you're right. It all comes with that too. Let me go up here to Hibiscus, and then Groove Parlor. I'll set your timer, Hibiscus. You can go ahead.
As soon, hey y'all, thanks for letting me up. But
Hey.
as soon, hey, I just heard you say that she didn't go like to the school to go drop a kid off. I thought it was like a mutual drop off point and then they get into it at the drop off point. But now that I'm hearing that it was just like the mama going to drop her kid off, I'm like, go to jail, ma'am, because that is not even a stand your ground nor a self defense. And you're on school grounds, and you did that in front of a child, if not your child, a bunch of other kids. From what I understand, it was like either the school or close to the school. And then they said that the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, they're saying that he almost had her like in a headlock. From what I don't know if it's
Yeah, I
correct.
watched the video and it was a Hispanic dude standing there and he was trying to tell the cops. He was like, "You put her in a headlock. You had her in a headlock." And then he told to the other girl, "You pewed her. You pewed her." So
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah. Well, I hope she goes to jail. I hope that they find the father somehow liable in that too. Because I don't know why you would bring that person who is not associated with the child with you to a drop off point that ends up like this. And this person has a gun, a pew pew, excuse me, sorry,
Now she
has
was
a
just
pew
dropping them
pew.
off at school to go to
Right.
regular school day.
Right, right. But if you know that your
Mm.
baby mama is just dropping your child off, why would you allow your girlfriend, your whoever, to fight her knowing that a weapon can be involved at any point? It's like he did nothing as well. And I hope that, like you were saying, that he ends up in jail too. Like, if there's no other person that can take him, the guardian need to sue him for emotional distress for that child and child support. And he shouldn't get no visitation. Like, I don't understand that at all. And it happened apparently in front of the kid, or they're fighting about the kid. Like, anywho, I appreciate that because I didn't know that it was no other child involved. So yes, I agree. Go to jail. Thank you.
No problem, Hibiscus. Hey, super villain. I see you in the comments where you said that you can't watch the videos. I think I have probably become desensitized to the videos. I think the video that kind of pushed me over the edge, probably of desensitizing me, is, I don't know if y'all remember, it happened a few years ago. I think it was in New York or Long Island or something, when that white boy went into Top Supermarket to unalive just black people, and he streamed it on Twitch, and he was going in there and he was double tapping all of those like old black ladies that was laying on the ground and all the black people in there. And then he was walking through the aisles, and when he seen white people, he would say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry." And he was just double tapping all the black people. Buffalo, New York, y'all. Yeah, that was when I used to have a Twitter account, but I stopped having Twitter because it was making me really, dislike white people, like borderline hatred, because of just how racist white people are on Twitter. I think white people are racist in general, but I think that they are the most racist on Twitter. And just for me and my comfortability and my relationship with God, I honestly try to stay off of Twitter. But that's where I saw the Tops video when that white boy, you unalived all of those black people. I think something broke in me when I saw that. And I was never the same after that. That was just, it was just so much to see. Just the hatred, the racism, the violence. That just like how he went and them old black ladies was laying down, he had already pew-pewed, and he just went back to double tap old black ladies that was probably somewhere trying to make a sweet potato pie. Like it was just like anyway, yeah, it just blew my mind. I'll never forget that. And I think that also the fact that white people made so many excuses for it, I think I already knew that like white people were, you know, lacking in empathy and things like that when it comes to black people, but that opened my eyes up to a whole new way of thinking. Like they were even worse than I even previously thought, you know, because I've grown up around white people all my life, and anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Let me just keep going. Go ahead, Miss Groove Theory. Or no, Groove Parlor. Why did I say Groove Theory? I'm over here talking about the group. Lord have mercy. Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Groove Parlor. If you there, let me send you a request to turn your mic on. Lord, I didn't say Groove Theory. I got to get my life together. Sorry.
No, no, baby, I understand. No, Groove Theory, it was a wonderful group. Oh my God, classic R&B. I want to thank you for bringing this to my attention. This is my hometown that it happened in, and thank you for educating women about triangulation, narcissism, and all of that. And to any of the women that may find yourself in this situation, I want you to pay attention. This man is diabolical. Okay, what do you get out of it? I'm going to speak to number 3. You know what? You get absolutely nothing, but you know what he got out of it? He doesn't have to pay child support anymore. When the unaliver goes to prison, that baby is going to go into either the foster system or with a relative, right? He doesn't have to pay child support. Okay, the unfortunate, beautiful woman who was unalived, he doesn't have to pay child support, okay? Because more than likely, the relatives don't want anything from him, right? And I'm telling you, so he basically did 2 birds with 1 stone. One of them's gone, the other one is going to prison, okay? And I don't know, we don't have the death penalty here in Illinois, but what we do have is, I'd say she, at minimum, maybe 25 years. I don't know, maybe some of the legals in here can help me. But yeah, it is a different type of manipulation. So by him instigating this and doing this, and I hope some of those parents that were there that saw that testify in court, he basically got rid of his child support obligations. Okay. And when I tell you that these Dusties hate their children, they do, because there is no way in hell that a loving parent would do that. And I yield. Have a good evening.
All right. I appreciate you, Miss Groove Parlor. I tell you guys, I don't know, man. I feel the same way all of you guys feel. Just disgusted. But yeah, I appreciate all of you ladies. I appreciate all of y'all thoughts and perspectives. I appreciate y'all coming up here and sharing your thoughts. Hopefully, Romeca gets justice. I feel like she will, because a lot of the evidence is right there on video, and also witnesses that they were speaking up already in the video. So I don't think that they'll have any problem getting what they need to get. But the only thing is, I hope the baby daddy gets the also he gets in trouble as well. So I just wanted to say this, Black women, I love y'all. And I really want us to be as safe as we can. And I want us to stop prioritizing men over our own well-being and over our own lives. That's never what we need to be doing. And like I said earlier, the earlier live that I had where I was talking about Dakara, Thompson, if I'm not mistaken, that was unalived by the Hispanic man, and how I saw this black woman making a video talking about her so horribly, and I was disgusted by that. We as black women have got to start loving on each other more and pouring into each other more. We've got to start doing that, man, because we're not each other's enemy, man. Like, it's really us against the world. Anti-blackness and misogynoir powers the entire globe. And if we don't love on each other, and if we don't uplift each other, and we don't protect each other, nobody else is going to do it. So we got to make sure that we do it for each other. We've got to love each other. For real. We got to have each other's backs. Just like, Miss Chrissy Baby was saying, because nobody has our back, we got to have each other's back. For real. And I don't say this just to say it. I really mean it. I try to do that in my real life. And if any black woman is listening to this right now, you should try to do it in your real life too, to have another black woman's back. Anytime you see a black woman, smile at her. Anytime you see a black woman going through something, try to uplift her. Anytime things are going on, not saying everything will go smoothly with black women. If you have an argument or if you have an altercation, try to, resolve it. You know what I'm saying? Try not to get too crazy. I really think that we've got to be more loving to each other, man. But anyway, that's all I'm saying. But I'll see y'all later. I hope y'all have a great evening. I love y'all. And I just wanted to talk about this. And I pray for Romeca Meeks' soul and also for her child. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.